Alright, so I got a 2017 Dodge Journey. I got a, P1028 code. So I'm going to try changing the thermostat out, which is located right down here. Try to get the light. So what you want to do first, you want to get you some type of pan, like an oil pan, to catch the fluid that's going to fall up out of there. That's a little bleeder valve right there. You're going to drain, help take some of the coolant out. The tools you're going to need. You're going to need a flathead for the bleeder valve, a 10mm socket, and then this is the new thermostat that I'm going to put in. I got a Duralast one from AutoZone. So you want to start, you're going to take this off. This just flaps up. Set that off to the side. And once I start doing something, I'm just gonna pause the video. I'm just gonna pause the video and cut back to it, because it's sometimes hard to get a good angle on what you're actually working on, especially in my garage. I got very bad lighting in my garage. So I'm gonna turn that to the left. Then I'm going to take the reservoir and take the cap up. So with that cap off, the little fluid that's going to come out is going to drain up out of there. And I got a little pan down there. You can't see it, but I got a little pan that's catching all this excess, all the fluid that's going to pop up out of there. So you want to give that a minute to drain up out of there. And once you see it slowing down, then you want to take the 10mm, loosen those up, and then you're going to take, for here, I'm going to use some pliers. I'm going to squeeze this together, slide this down, and pull the hose up off of it. Alright, so I got these special pliers to loosen that up with. You know, it's not necessary, but these do come in handy, you know, if you work on cars often. Grip it, brought it all the way down here, and then when that's done draining, I'm just going to slide this off. Okay. Once you get the hose off, make sure you point it up. That way you don't lose as much coolant. And then you're gonna take these two 10mm bolts off. Alright, you gotta make sure when you're doing that bottom one, you got something small enough like this to go in between there. Definitely gonna need two hands. I couldn't do it with just one for the video, boo-hoo. But take some of the old coolant and rub it around this ring right here. Then get the screws ready set. I'm gonna put the hose back in first. Then I'm gonna slide it in place and put it on there. Alright, so I got everything back on there. I'm gonna get some coolant and pour some more coolant in there. The good thing about when you catch the coolant is you can have a good idea about how much came out. And then after I get the coolant in there, I'm gonna let the car warm up. Gonna take the plier, open up the valve a little bit, and see. You're gonna watch for some bubbles, then you're gonna close it. Then, like I say, every 12 to 15 seconds, open it up again, close it. Do that for, do it about 8 times. That should be more than enough to bleed the air out the systems. 8 or 9 times. And then tighten it up. Let it cool down again. If you see it needs to get some more fluid in there, add fluid. And then after that, give it a test drive, clear the code, and see if it comes back on or not. So I got everything on there. What I'm doing right now, I'm just for the antifreeze that like fell on like to my serpentine belt and stuff like that. I just took some water and rinsed it off. And I took a leaf blower. And so make sure you got some type of, air compressor or like leaf blower to spray the water to dry it quicker. Let that dry for about half hour and then start the car up. Yeah, so then like Alright, so I didn't see any bubbles come out of that last squirt. So I'm going to assume that I've bled the system and the air is up out of there. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, it's dark outside, bear with me. I'm going to take my scanner and I'm going to clear this code. Alright. Now I'm going to start it up and see if the engine light comes back on. The only way to test this out to see if it really works, I say, is to, you got to drive it around a little bit to see if it's going to come back on. Mine was coming back on as soon as I clear it and then I turn my car on and it'll come back on. So it doesn't seem to be coming on yet, but if that doesn't work, you want to try to I say check your check your tubes, like your coolant tubes for leaks and stuff like that. I didn't have any of those problems. But yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Peace out.